So I decided to do a soap for myself. This is one of my favorites. I will say it is my favorite. It's pretty simple. It has the basic oils in it here. I have my coconut oil, I have my avocado oil, and I have castor oil, and did I say olive oil? And my lye solution. And there's a little floaty in there of something that came off the spoon, which I'm going to capture. It's trying to escape me, but I'm going to catch it. There it is again. It just shows up and then it disappears. No, I'll probably find it after the fact. Anyway, this soap is very basic. And like I said, I'm making this for myself. This is what the soap that I'll say it's my top favorite. Very few ingredients. Of course, has my oils in it. I put honey, and this is, how many ounces? 2 ounces of honey, and I have diluted it with 2 ounces of aloe vera gel. And here I have 3 tablespoons of colloidal oatmeal and 2 tablespoons of kaolin clay. And that's it. There are no fragrances that go in here. It's just a real basic, moisturizing, wonderful soap. I personally use this for washing my face. I know there are a lot of folks that use all sorts of different things for their face soaps. This is what I like. There they are. You know what? My floaties are trying to escape. Oh, I got you, you little devil. Hold on a second. Don't you get back in there. There it is. Got it. Hold on a moment here. Let me capture that little booger. I think it came off my spoon. That's what it looks like. Okay. Anyway. So this is very basic. So I'm just going to blend my oils in here. It doesn't look like I got them all off my spoon here. Few little pieces there. Why do I have a fork here? I was using it to stir my honey and my aloe vera. Sorry about that. So I'll get the blender, stick blender, and get going on this. So be right back. As I stated, this is just for me anyway, so I'll have this So I took 2 ounces off my water and added it to the honey. And the aloe vera takes the place of 2 ounces of the water, sorry. All right. You know, I happen to just love the color. I do. I love the color of soap in its most natural state. I think it's pretty. Okay, that's just me, I suppose. But okay, now I'm adding in the oatmeal and the clay. So this is going to create a very fast, accelerated soap, because all that's going to absorb those oils and water, and so I'm just going to gently incorporate it first. Then I'll break up the clots with the blender here. That's why I didn't want to get it to too thick of a trace to begin with. The honey will darken this. It's the sugars in it. Once the lye reacts to those sugars in it, you will see it darkening. So now I'm going to get the stick blender back on this. Why do I still have this sitting on the scale? We're at 118. So it heated up quite a bit, adding that honey in, and that's the sugars that are reacting to the lye. Luckily, it does calm down once the soap goes through the cure process. So I'm going to pour it into the mold here. Get my stick here. This looks like some of my carrot puree, doesn't it? Now, I've tried different methods of adding in honey. I have seen other folks do it quite differently. They use a powdered honey. The truth is, this is local honey. And the reason I use that is because local honey is made from local flowers. And although I'm not eating this, it has a lot of the local pollens in it. That's what the honey's made from, the local nectars, and somehow that just seems, I don't know, it just seems like a better idea to me. I'm going to avoid those little flickies there, whatever they are. Now, I'm going to let this sit up just a bit, then I'm going to texture the top and put a little oatmeal on top. So we'll give this just a few minutes and come back to it. Alright, so it's just been a few minutes. I want to see what I can do here. I am lousy at this spoon stuff. I have watched people do some of the most beautiful things, and I just don't seem to have developed the talent for it as others have. I'm jealous of their talents. Perhaps jealous is the wrong word, but I would like to become a little more adept at that. Let me just do a little cleanup here. Then I'm going to add some oatmeal to the top. And that'll help hide some of my ugly spoon work here. I did have one person ask me, why do you not wear gloves? I've been pretty fortunate. My hands are dry right now because, well, I need to moisturize. But I've been very lucky. I don't know why. Does that mean that I shouldn't wear them? No, I should wear gloves. I should always wear gloves. I do wear eye protection. I always have eye protection on, I promise you that. Because you don't get your eyes back. Do you get another layer of skin? Well, yeah, all the time. But it's stupid of me. It's absolutely stupid of me not to... Ooh, oh my, sorry about that. Stupid of me to bang the camera around. Okay. All right. So now I'm just going to tap this down just a tad, because when I cut it, oatmeal can just fall off and it's messy. I don't like it everywhere, and besides, I like it on the top. And not only does it look nice, but it makes a really rough exfoliant for me, a guy. I love it to use it on my feet. This part of it, I find that it does a great job. The ground up oatmeal inside also works as a milder exfoliant, and a moisturizing agent as well. That's why so many products have oatmeal in it. It's just, it feels great. Okay, so that's it. Nothing too fancy here. Sometimes I think it's great just to return to the basics. No swirls, no color, just this is very, very basic. That's that, and we'll be back in a bit for the cutting. Hi everyone. Well, back for the cutting. And as I mentioned, it lightened up overnight. So that bright orange color has pretty much disappeared, which is a good thing. That always happens with that honey for some reason. Now, this is still somewhat soft. It's certainly firm enough for me to work with. I'm going to turn this on the side, though, so that it doesn't drag all that oatmeal down through the soap and create any unnecessary streaks or anything like that. So, let me cut the first bar here. So here it is, and I can see by looking at it that it didn't fully gel. That's why it's so dark, much darker in the center. So what I'm going to have to do is put this in the oven for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and cut it all, and then I'll put it in the oven for a bit and just let it force the gel all the way through, and it'll all be the same. So there's really not a whole lot here for you to see. This isn't a showy soap. I can tell you though, it is a great soap. This is one of my favorites. As I stated, I like to keep it simple, and just the smell of the oatmeal and the honey is just delicious. I wish we had smell-o-vision. I think you would just love the smell of this. It just reminds me of something so clean and refreshing. And I know how great it feels on the skin too. So obviously I am going to have to gel put this in the oven. I won't like that. Even though this is just for me, I don't like to look at that. I wouldn't ask anyone else to do it, so I sure won't ask myself to do it. I know that's kind of backwards, right? But that's how I feel. Now, sometimes I will use a product that I wouldn't necessarily sell to someone or even give to someone, but not in this case, because I made this... Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera there. I made this for myself, so if I'm going to make something that I like, I might as well make it as good as I can, right? We all deserve to take care of ourselves. So It is knocking some of the oatmeal off, but the vast majority of it has stayed on, which is terrific. There we go. I got me a simple slice there. And that's it. And as I stated, this will, after I put it in the oven at 175 for about 10 or 15 minutes, that will disappear. And I'll try to get another image of that uploaded for you. So, there they are in all their glory. My oatmeal honey bars. Aren't they great? They look like breakfast cereal, I know, and these kind of smell like it too. And maybe that's what I like so much about them. So, thanks so much, everyone. I'll be uploading another video in another day or so, so please subscribe and come back and see what I'm working on next. Thanks so much. Goodbye.